Welcome back, my boys and girls. So the madness continues with the Retro-Bit Super Retro-Cade. So, a cool dude by the name of Tom Gellert. He's in the Facebook group. He's, he watches my channel all the time. He's a contributor. Awesome dude. He set up some madness for us, guys. Some madness. So he set up multiple packs. And I think it's kind of neat because you could either do this in a couple different ways, which I'm actually considering doing. He set up packs for each system: Sega Genesis, NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, stuff like that. I'm almost thinking of doing a setup where I pick and choose what I want and put it all together, or just have memory cards for each one, because these files aren't too big. It does seem like they're the complete libraries of the games, so that is really cool. With this awesome artwork, if you see the way this is set up, it's just the game logo. And I think that's really awesome. Takes up the full space. You know, you still got the black background, but you got that logo just popping right out in your face, making it very easy to identify what game it is. Now, if you had this mixed up with other systems, it'd be tough to decipher what it is unless you started changing the names, because you can change the names for Super Nintendo, NES, Genesis, and all that, just not the file extensions. You don't want to change that. But if you go through and you change this, like, for example, like a game that's on multiple systems, like Populous, you could put Populous and delete the USA part and put Genesis, and then the Super Nintendo version put Populous SNES. But then you have to edit the artwork as well, as far as the naming goes, to fix that. So it's kind of up to you. I kind of want to do where maybe I pick and choose, because if I pick and choose, there's not going to be multiples of the same game. But if you combine the images together, or the packs together anyway, it can become confusing in my eyes. So if you just pick, like, from the NES, the Super Mario games, the Super Nintendo, the role-playing games, Super Mario games that were only on that system, Sega Genesis, you had like the Sonic games, some of the Disney games that were only on there, then that's pretty easy to decipher what you're dealing with. So that's just kind of my thought on that. I'm more into the arcade stuff, so I am going to be continuing doing arcade packs and getting that set up with the artwork and whatnot. But I do dig the way this looks, with these big logos for the game names. So, like, an awesome one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist, only on the Sega Genesis. Boom, we got it right here, ready to be played. I think this is pretty sweet. This system, man, it's really awesome for me. A lot of people, like, hey, can you play PlayStation, Nintendo 64? No, you can't. You can play these classic old school 16-bit games, arcade games, certain arcade games, that kind of thing. And I still think that's pretty sweet if that's the spot and that's the era of games you want to play. So that's definitely a cool thing. Your Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Dreamcast, like that, you're going to have to go elsewhere, for a solution that will work with that. But if that's not what you're into and you just want to play some classic arcade games, some classic 16-bit and 18-bit games, this system is really cool and awesome to set up if you want to add stuff to it. And then with all these packs that are being put together with the artwork already ready to go, there's really no work for you to do. Just grab them, throw them on your card. Make sure, I don't think I was clear the last video, but I did do a tutorial on it before, so I wasn't exactly explaining it in the previous one with the add-on packs, because I figured you would look at the possibly look at the other videos that I've done. But when you get these packs, or if you set up anything on your own, you do have to make sure you put your games and your artwork onto an SD card and name the folder Retro-Bit Games. All lowercase, Retro-Bit, just Retro-Bit together, then space games. And then inside that folder, make sure you put all your games in there. Sega Genesis games have to be in the .bin file extension. They cannot be anything else. So just, that's of note, I suppose. Oh crap, watch out for that. and that's definitely cool. And then you have to make sure whatever artwork, if you're going to set up your own packs, whatever artwork you use, make sure, dang, dude, make sure that the artwork has the same name as the file name for the game. And then right after that, no spaces, nothing, just you have to add the word game to it. So like if this was TMNT, the file name, if that's what it was, your artwork would be TMNT game, and you'd be good to go. And just, you know, use a PNG file format, should be fine. But, you know, like I said, a lot of these guys out here, including myself, putting together packs for everybody to share and play around with. Not really, you know, you don't have to mess with it if you don't want, but if you've already started, hey, that's cool. Let's see what else we got on here. I mean, I think it's pretty much the whole library. This is just all Sega Genesis. I decided, you know, it's all going to look very similar. I just wanted to highlight the Sega Genesis. But if you go to the link, you'll find everything to do in there. Let's see. And really, a lot of us are hoping that this will progress into something more, like I said, where we can filter things, possibly being able to use folders and whatnot. I'm really hoping. I haven't played with it a lot, but definitely, hopefully, some more will come of it, and we'll be able to customize this even further. This game I did not set to the original aspect ratio, so it is going to be stretched, unfortunately. Some people just can't stand it. Some people like to have the whole screen taken up, and that's fine. Some games look okay, but some games are just way overstretched. Oh, trying to figure out what my buttons are. Oh, there we go. Boom. Awesome game, for sure. Let me see. The one thing that we're trying to figure out is how to not filter or sort. That's something we want to figure out. But how to get these to show up, how to get the games to show up in a specific order. I've been playing around with it quite a bit, and I've been able to change it, but change it randomly to not what I was trying to do. And it seems like the games show up in the order that you added them to your micro SD card or your SD card. I use micro SD with the SD card adapter, but I'm still trying to figure that out because I've tried sorting everything and doing all that, and nothing's really changing. Let's see if Sonic and Knuckles works. Love me some Sonic and Knuckles. Let's go back and change it to the original aspect ratio. And the cool thing with playing Sega Genesis, NES, or Super Nintendo on here is you really don't need to worry about changing your buttons because everything on the system was already set up to configure to those systems. But you could still change the buttons to however you like. For me, playing Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and NES, I've not had any issue with the way it is. But with arcade games, like I stated in my previous video, definitely you're going to want to probably change your button configurations for certain games, especially fighters, stuff like that, your Street Fighters and whatnot. But with that said, guys, I'm definitely going to be doing some more add-ons for the arcade stuff. A lot of people dug that, and I really appreciate you guys and the kind words that you guys had. Definitely something I love doing and sharing with you guys. And, you know, this individual, Tom, who shared this with us, pretty awesome dude, man. Like, you know, he's really digging being into this retro gaming scene, just like myself. You know, that's what it's about. I love retro gaming like a lot of you guys do. And hey, keeping fresh with it, with all these new systems, new innovations, new ways to have different, you know, products to emulate the games or to play your original cartridges. It's just fun all around. So don't get me wrong, I'm into every aspect of it. Emulation, real cartridges, clone systems, real systems, you know, everything. So I just love sharing all that kind of stuff with you guys. But I'm always open to suggestions. If there's something you want to see, definitely share that with me. But if you want some more information on how to get this pack, There might be a link somewhere. Somebody might drop a comment down below. But if not, go ahead and join the Facebook group. Link is in the description. Boom. A lot of information there on what to do and how to do it. And if you're still interested in the Super Retro-Cade, you have not got one yet, you can always get one from CastlemaniaGames.com if they're in stock. He keeps selling out, man, because everybody's blowing him up. Or you can check out Amazon. I got mine from Castlemania Games. But hey, typically with Castlemania, you get free shipping over $20. I don't think I paid any tax on that, being out of state and all that good stuff. Whoa, what am I doing? And he has a lot of other cool stuff too. And you can always use my coupon code, little special coupon code that I have for you guys for Castlemania Games, which is Pixel10. Save 10% off. So smash it, smash that like button, subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will be back with some more packs to share with you guys of arcade stuff in the near future. So make sure you hit that notification bell for that. Appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Peace out. Boom. Bye-bye.